And why did Ravananda send a bomb to kill Srila Maharaj? Well, he'd been given the TOBP and to oversee Mayapur, that by Prabhupada he'd been given that order. And that's the Bhavananda, like a selfish little brat, couldn't stand that. And it's the same with why did Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj say when he was asked, did you receive the order to initiate after Prabhupada? And then Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, he avoided the question 5 times, saying, what's the question? Like just kept he didn't directly answer it until finally he said no order. He was obviously he had but that order was given to Tamal, and they purposely covered that over. And whether Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj was able to see Prabhupada before he died quickly, I doubt, and so he probably didn't receive that order directly from Prabhupada, or didn't receive an order from Tamal or anyone, and so he just bowed his head after repeatedly. What he did with that question, you'll have to look at it yourself, because he was very skillful the way he answered it. He didn't directly say that he wasn't 5 times. He said, oh, well, and then finally he bowed his head, no order. But why that question was even there, why it was raised, were you given the order to take over? And he didn't immediately say no. He left it for 5 more questions, saying, that's quite possible. And then finally he had to bow his head and say, no, I didn't. And whether that was to protect himself or his disciples, or the mayhem that had already happened by the gurus, he probably was the safest way, because he would have made it so much problem by that stage. Well, by the time they asked that question, the gurus had already taken over. So if Srila Govinda Maharaj to make any derogatory statement, it would be very dangerous. It would have been the safest thing for him to say.